Hello, this is year 2027. Coming to you from my kitchen to talk about my life story, chapter 1. Well, God bless you in the wonderful name of Jesus Christ. I was born in 1960 to William Perry Jr. and Bessie Elizabeth Duff Perry. In 1960, I had one sister, older sister, was older than me, Teresa Owen Perry, Louise, and Cindy LaVaughn Perry, and Mary Mary Jenkins. Well, let's say Mary Jenkins. I'm not sure about her last name or middle name. I think it's but it doesn't matter. Mary or Cindy. Mary was the youngest, and Cindy was the next youngest. But I was a happy kid before school. I was happy. I had to go to speech class, but it didn't make nothing to me because it didn't mean nothing. When I was young, we lived in Baltimore, and I seen the ships come out with fish bigger than a pickup truck could hold, and stuff like that. And I've talked about things. Grasshopper down there in Panama where we lived. Dad was in the service. We lived in Panama for about a year or so. I don't know how many years. And we lived in Baltimore, Maryland for a year or so, I think. But when we started school, we moved to Kentucky, which I was born in Kentucky, so we went back to Kentucky. Now, since we went to school, when I was 4 years old, I had a problem, and they thought it was polio, but they never guessed what it was. They tried polymyositis and all other things, but they never really knew. But when I was 7, I went to school. I was 6 or 7. I don't know how old I was when I went to school exactly, but the teacher held me back a year. And I've always had weird feelings about that teacher. I don't know if she may listen to me or not. I don't want to say no bad things about her, but I always had bad feelings about her. Well, first way around, second way around, I don't know what time it was when I was going to school. I went in convulsions. Was watching I Dream of Jeannie. And my mom had to put her hand in her mouth, stop me from swallowing on my tongue, because I was a young child, 6 years old, something like that. However old a young kid would be at the time, because I don't have no thinking age or stuff like that. Well, in school, the kids made fun of me, something that I didn't have before school. I didn't know what that was. And I was a cocky young kid. I was cocky that I had told that kid that said piss on you, and I pissed on him. I didn't care. Teacher had talked to me, and that was just normal things for me. I was cocky. Well, the cockiness went away. It went to destroyed young child. They destroyed my years as a child. The other kids did. They didn't think nothing of it back then. Always fun and games. The teachers even made fun of me too at different years. I remember 3rd grade, teacher whooped me because I got in a fight for school. Well, I got in a fight before the go bus came to pick me up. So, it was pre-school. The teacher didn't have no authority over us. We was not a girl's property then. And she didn't whoop all the other kids. My mom raised hell. I'm glad my mom raised hell because the teacher should have done it. But at school, I know it's one thing. During school years, I know it's one thing. The teachers were in the teacher allowance as much as it could be. It was like party time to them. Get the kids reading something or overviewing something and party. Because It's not needed to supervise them 24 hours. Well, we kids, we need to supervise. You know, they had enough that they sent us lunch, and one or two teachers would be involved. Oh no. Had 15-minute lunch breaks and stuff like that. That's enough. But not these teachers. They had hours and hours of. Now I'm not too loveless for teachers. I don't see no love in them, but I do love them. It's a renewed mind for me to have toys for teachers, and I have respected a few teachers in my lifetime, a few good ones. Now I'm going to tell you my life story, and I'm not going to do it in so many words because I can't do it in so many words. But I want to do the best I can because I love you, and I don't want to be grudge matter to a teacher or thing. But I think needs to be covered. Teachers need to be covered because they're not all doing this. I had some good teachers in my lifetime. Had Miss Sparks that I really thought the world of. And he threw me over the desk first time we really had a conversation. But he showed me that he cared. He cared for what was bothering me. He wasn't about to throw pennies or something. Mr. Benton, he's a teacher that cared too. He was for Mr. Sparks, but he was a teacher of love. That made a difference in teachers. A lot of teachers just want to bat the buck. I'm a hard student to teach because I've got speech defect. I'm not perfect. And it's like anything else, normal to laugh with the kids or laugh with the ones that they like. Well, that's not life. I know what life is about. And I don't want to be hard on one person and not the other. I want to be honest. And that's what needs to be covered. My school years were the hardest thing I've ever talked about. Because these are my school years. That's why there's going to be a lot of chapters in this. That's why this is going to take a long time to write. This is my story. Roy Perry in school. And I stayed until the 11th grade. But that's beside the point. I can tell you stories after stories. What I'm going to do as this goes on. This is a developing story. And I hope to tell you more stories as it goes on. Because there are things I need to discuss to get out of my system. Because life is like that. The more you talk about it, the more you can get out of your system. My child was a hurt child. I was hurt from the pain that the other students gave me. But the pain could have been overcome, I think. But I'm not holding a grudge. At least I'm trying not to. I'm doing my best to understand that the teachers I had were human. They was people, just like me. Sure, they're human being, and sure, I need to give them all the time in the world to understand their faults. And I love them, and I love you. And God is there to make us all better. Thank you, in the name of Jesus Christ, for listening to my story. This is chapter 1. I'll tell you a little more as I go along. Thank you, and God bless your heart. In the wonderful name of Jesus Christ, I thank you, and have a nice day. Thank you, and God bless your heart.